All right, recording started. Like you said, you've done most of these already before, but let's go over the more moves real quick. You have the Spider-Man with the T-spine rotation. So you start in that push-up position, bring one foot next to your hand. So whatever hand's by the foot, that's the one that's going to move. You reach underneath and then reach all the way up. And you just keep that foot there as you reach through and up. That'll be the first one. The next one, single leg balance clock taps. Basically, if you think about a clock, you're going to balance on one leg. One foot is going to touch each hour of the clock, returning to the center after you tap. And even when you go like 7 o'clock, you have to cross behind and cross in front. But all the way from 12 and back, going clockwise. And then when you do the other leg, you'll go counterclockwise. Reach yourself all the way back. About it. If you want to make it harder, you can always stand on something squishy, like your RX mat. You can always roll up a 10 on there. If there's a little bit more give to the surface, a little harder. And then the final warm-up exercise is iso squat press out. Grab your kitty litter or your salt bag. Where you hold the bottom of that squat, and then try to press it out.
Yeah.
So you just hang out there the whole time. Okay. All right. Then we have a kneeling side plank bird dog. Here next. All right. So hold yourself up, kneeling. Once you start though, this knee really isn't gonna touch the ground. So you just start in this position. A little bit. There you go. So you hold the kneeling side plank, all the arms straight out. This bottom knee is gonna go up towards your elbow and then right back down. You can rest the knee on the floor. Move your elbow, rest the knee on the floor. If you want to make it harder, you can end up just going on both your feet and not do a kneeling version. And then just keep your hips up here the whole time and just only touch your feet to the floor. They're both pretty hard. That one makes sense, though?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. And we have 90-90 to kneeling 90-90 JCB anti-rotation. So need your band. Make sure I can see me. Perfect. All right. So the leg that curls behind you, that should be the inside leg closest to where your band's at. The leg in front should be your outside leg. But you're going to start in the front of your chest. You're going to kind of bridge your hips up into that kneeling 90-90 position and then press the band forward. Band comes back in, hips go back down. And you have to extend those hips back and forth every time. And it happens before you do the press. Don't try to time them together. Hips up first, then do the press, and then back down to the floor. So that is your 2 core exercises. I'll move on to rear foot elevated good mornings. Make sure you can see this one. So all you need is something, put your foot on, box, bench, whatever you'd like. A little bit more. So I want you to see what my trunk looks like. Too tall. There we go. So put your foot on a box behind you. Make sure you squeeze your arms tight to your side. You can hold the weight if you'd like, or you can just do body weight, but it's either the sandbag, kitty litter, or body weight. It's just that balance is a little hard. So keep your foot elevated and you're just going to hinge into your hip down and up. So my down leg is a working leg. This is kind of just like a kickstand for support. Down and up. Now you can play around with either digging your toes in or flattening your foot out. This feels better to me, but it's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
You can do all one side and then all the other side. Again,
So
holding that weight up.
Not a lot different than the RDL, right?
It's very, very similar.
Yeah.
It's just kind of an idea about the weights up here rather than hand.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you're saying I can put my foot flat because I think on the RDL I had it up.
Yeah, like I said, the other one, it just whatever works for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Spider-Man push-up. So I know you said that the push-up with that knee tuck was a little harder. So this is similar, but that was kind of to prep you for this. And I'll show you why.
Yeah, I actually think I did these a couple times when I couldn't tuck. I think I just brought my knee out.
Oh, well, perfect then. So you're gonna be good at this one. So in case it's the one you're thinking of, yeah, it is a push-up where you bring your knee to the outside. Ideally, though, not touching the foot to the ground. You want to stay floating as you go.
That's what I did. Yeah. Okay. So this is harder than the other one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bring it to the outside. It requires a lot more core because your hips want to rotate.
Because you can definitely get down further.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't expect to get too low with the knee tuck last time. So I'm glad that kind of worked out. So you're already working towards this one anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. We have a bear hug, triplanar lunge, and then in parentheses I wrote forward, reverse, and cross behind equals 1 rep. The forward and lateral, forward, reverse, and cross behind all refer to different types of lunges. So another angle up again. Flat. So get a bear hug it. You got a forward lunge together, a reverse lunge together, and then a cross behind together. That's 1. Again, forward, reverse, and cross together. I just showed you 2 reps total, but you're going to do all one side for 4 and all the other sides for 4.
Okay.
Okay. And then you have half kneeling, single arm IPSY JC band row. So IPSY just means same side. So whatever side the band's on, that leg is forward. And then you're just going to row like you normally would. So it's just normally we'd have the knee that's down in the arm rows. Now it's the leg that's forward. There's the arm rows for this one. All one side.
Okay.
You have a question, or did I answer it?
No, when I was reading it, it didn't look that simple.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of words, but yeah, it's just a way for us to describe exactly how we want it. Let's see, we have TRX2 chest stretch. This one's kind of nice. Hey, what's up? Because I know I'm going to be out here. Put that back here. All right, so TRX, make a T, put one front in front, and just stretch the chest out. That's it. So big T to the outside, hold that stretch, and you switch your sides. Hold that stretch. That one make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Skater squats and push-ups next. Now you've done both of these. Just to kind of go over the format of it though. Skater squats, you're gonna do 20, and now this one's for total. Please do not do 20 each leg. So you'll end up doing 10 each leg. But if you look at the little reps, it'll say 20-4. And I think in the notes section, I wrote exactly what I mean by 20-4. We'll do 20 reps of everything, then 16, then 12, then 8, then 4, a little countdown. So you're gonna do 10 of those skater squats on one side, 10 on the other side. Then you'd flip around and you have 20 push-ups. So on your toes, falling forward, push away, fall forward, push away. So 20 of those. Then you would do, you're at 16, so it'd be 8 each side for the skater squats, 16 push-ups, 6 each side, 12 push-ups, and so on.
Okay, so
does that make sense for the A-Day?
yeah, so the 20 is both legs, so it's 10 and 10.
Correct. Yeah, I did not want to have you do 20. It's like.
Do I alternate on the skater squats or?
Honestly, that's up to you. You can do all one side or alternate. As long as you get the total number of reps, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And then as for the push-ups, that's okay, right? No problems with that one?
Yeah, I've done that before. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Let me move this out of the way. Box myself in. All right. So after that, we're gonna move on to B-Day then. You have push-up position pull-throughs. And again, you can use whatever weight you'd like. I'm gonna show you, stand back. Push-up position, hands are close, feet are wide. And you're just gonna grab the bag, pull it across, put your hand down, grab the bag, pull it across, put your hand down. You just alternate back and forth. That one makes sense too?
Yeah.
I think you should be able to do that with your salt bag is my guess.
Okay.
Probably even kitty litter might work, but it's up to you. Let me know if it doesn't work. We could always switch this one up. Let's see. Contra, shoulder forward. That's a messed up one. Should say forward lunge, not forward leg. So contra shoulder forward lunge into a single leg balance. Oh, what the hell I was smoking when I wrote that. Sandbag is going to be on your shoulder. There we go. And then you're a step with the opposite leg. So it's contra, opposite. I'm going to step with my left leg if the bag's on my right. And then I'm gonna take the same leg, push through the floor and launch myself back up and do a bounce, which is a lot harder to kind of decelerate yourself, catch it, bounce, and then right back into the forward lunge. Catch and bounce, right back into it. So that foot never really touches the ground unless it's in front of you. And when you go to balance, it just hangs out up there. That one's gonna be tricky. The bounce should be about 3 seconds long, just so you can really own it. A lot of people get, I'm gonna say careless or unstable. They just kind of launch up, bounce, lose it, and go right back into it. I want you to be able to hold that balance and hang out for a second before you go down. All right. And then your next circuit is a BU staggered squat. So bottoms up staggered squat. What you have to do is have your weight down on the floor. Now staggered, remember, just bring one foot back with the toes. So instead of feet being even, I'm just gonna slide that foot back with the heel up. In that position, I'm gonna go deadlift down to the weight, curl it up to my chest, and then stand up. Bring the weight back down, all the way down to the floor, and then you just reset. Grab it, curl it, stand. And you would alternate. 4 to 8 right, 4 to 8 left. So you just switch your feet after that.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're moving on to an iso bridge grappler's twist. So for each alternating, should be a pretty good angle for you. Yeah. There we go. All right. I'll bring this up a little higher. So your TRX is definitely gonna be a little higher this one. Hopefully this one will work, unless it's stuck, which it is. That one's a new one, and I'm not going to fight with this on camera. So we're going to move over to the other one. All right. Yeah, this one's a lot nicer. There we go. All right. Because you can get under your TRX, right, Greg?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do, you just have to grab one of the handles. Make sure you pull it tight so you don't fall or anything, but you're gonna bridge underneath it. So hips are nice and high. And you're gonna pull yourself and rotate at the top just a little bit. So again, I'm driving through my hips, kind of rowing together, and then I'm twisting my shoulders a little bit at the top, side to side. You wouldn't be able to hold the top, which is fine, but it's just that pull and twist as you go side to side, that one. That one okay? Because that one's a little tricky.
Yeah, I'm glad it's only 4.
Yeah, it's only before it's set.
Well, actually, it's
All
8.
right. Yeah, no, not this one.
So when you say 4 each, so it's total of 8, right?
Yeah, total of 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you'll end up doing like 1, 2, 3, until you get up to 8.
Yeah, okay.
All right. TRX single leg hip bridge, and I wrote a note saying heel in the loops. So you're gonna use that same one again. Now I'm gonna bring it a little bit lower for this one. But what you're gonna do, it says you're gonna put your heel in the loop. Your hip should start about 90 degrees, and so should your knee. That TRX should go straight down. See me? I don't know, a little off camera.
No, I can see you. That's okay. I got you.
Oh, you did? All right. Well, anyways, so hip at 90, knee at 90, ankle at 90. TRX should go straight down. Other leg just kind of hangs out in the air. You're just gonna drive through that hip, bridge your hips, back down. Drive through it, bridge, and back down. And then you'll do one side, do the other. You're gonna feel a lot in that hamstring. Enjoy it. Okay. Then we have short-seated JC band chest fly and a chest press now. Now you know you had the JC band before. So what you're gonna do, stick the band here, short-seated. So you have your, actually it'd probably be better to start out in front. Do your fly first, then do your press. Do your fly, do your press. And you would just alternate between these two back and forth. I think I put 8 each. Remember correctly? Yep, 8 each. So 16 total, but 8 flies, 8 presses, just alternate between the two. And then the final one is a frog stretch TS extension rotation. So frog position, remember, is just that all on all fours, but your knees are wide out with your toes to the outside. And now you can either stand your hands or you can go on your forearms, but wherever you're at, you want to make sure you're pushing back into those hips and then reach underneath and reach up. Reach underneath and reach up. But just hold that frog position. You should feel quite the stretch on the inner hip and the groin a little bit. Let's see. And then after that is the TRX split jumps. And I did write a note saying switching legs. And there's a lateral step to single leg bounce or the chop over. So TRX split jumps. Move this up a little bit. So you're gonna use your TRX to assist you with a little bit of help. Move this up a bit. And the jumping was okay last program, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can move the TRX wherever you'd like, but I'm just shortening it up so I don't go off camera. But what you do is hold on to your TRX, start in your split squat position, and you're gonna jump up and then switch legs. Jump up, switch legs. So use the TRX, pull down into it, jump and switch, jump and switch. You just keep alternating back and forth. I like it a little shorter so it's up here so I can pull down a little bit more rather than pulling forward. But it's up to you.
Okay.
Whatever kind of works, but that just feels better. So that's the first one. The next one is a lateral step to single leg bounce with a chop and lift. So use your bag or your key later. Oh, I left the bag over there off camera. Let me grab that real quick. So we're here. I'm going to take a step out to the side and I'm going to bring the bag towards my hip. And as I go to bounce, I'm going to lift the bag away. Let's see, a little more. Yeah, it's not a lateral lunge per se. It's a lunge in a step, but I'm going to bring it down to my pocket, lift up and away. Down in my pocket, lift up away. Same thing as that forward lunge. You want to be able to hold this balance. It's not just this little quick movement right back to it. You got to be able to own it. So again, it's not a lunge, it's a step, but 5 to 8 one side, 5 to 8 the other side. And then that is it.
Okay.
Questions on that B-Day?
No.
No? All right, anything else like you want me to review really quick before I go up?
No, I don't think so. On the warm up, the lateral lunges, are those still high to low?
Yeah, still high to low.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll stay with those. Yeah, if it's a lift, that means low to high. If it's a chop, it's high to low.
Okay.
Let me stop that recording then real quick.